Today, successfully completing college and earning a bachelor's degree is the goal among many high school students. Earning a bachelor's can cost, I don't even have to tell you this, tens of thousands of dollars depending on what college or university it is you choose to go to. Because of the inflated price in college in recent years, students are choosing to take a different approach. That approach is vocational schools or community college. Community college can be a great stepping stone in order to earn your bachelor's down the road. My name is Zach Brown. The article I'm choosing to speak about is Why Skipping Community College Could Be a $20,000 Mistake by Andrew Jesuit. Written in 2017, so it is current. The article gives some insight on why choosing to go to community college could greatly benefit the student. First of all, students graduating with a 2-year degree have about $10,000 in debt, while students choosing to get a 4-year degree have about $26,000 in debt on average. So it's just a much cheaper option, about 1/3 as expensive. An associate's in some cases can be just as beneficial as a bachelor's degree. Associates start on average $6,000 less for the same job as if they were to have a bachelor's, but they do get 2 years more experience in the field, which usually makes up that $6,000. Over the last 10 years, the enrollment in community college has increased about 2.5 million students. That's huge. That shows that students today are choosing to take the cheaper option that results in the same outcome. The article is to inform readers on what the benefits of community college are, which the obvious one is it's cheaper. And it does take less time to earn a degree. If you choose to get your bachelor's and you drop out after 2 or 3 years, you have nothing to show for it. At least with an associate's, after 2 years, you do have a degree to show for the work you did. It's also to show you that you do not always need the bachelor's degree to earn a high-paying job. I read earlier that, like I said, you do average about $6,000 less with that associate's, but you have more time in the work field, like I said. So that will greatly benefit the student. Based on inflation, community college has actually gone down in price in the last 20 years, which universities and colleges have not. They have about doubled, in some cases even tripled in tuition costs over the last 20 years. And like I said, you don't need an expensive degree to earn a high-paying job. You could choose to go to vocational schools, go to electrical school, HVAC, plumbing, even carpentry, and earn just as much as a person with a bachelor's degree or associate's degree. And the vocational schools is another thing that has increased over the last couple years. While it did drop because people were choosing to go to college rather than take up a trade, in the last 3 years, the number of students that have chosen to go to vocational schools has increased. And there is a bias towards community college. Many people believe that 4-year degrees are still the way to go, and 58% of students are working towards their bachelor's rather than associate's or vocational degree. But that does mean 42% are trying to earn an associate's or getting a bachelor's or getting a vocational degree. College is getting too expensive. It's $26,000 in debt for the average student. And people earning their graduate degrees have about $43,000 in debt on average. And people also tend to think that community college is for the underachiever, which that's not true because, like I said, it can be a stepping stone in earning your bachelor's or even a graduate, PhD, whatever it is you choose to do. The article goes into detail about how students today do the 2+2 plan. 2 years of community college, 2 years in a 4-year program, and you have the same degree as the person that spent the 4 years in that same 4-year program. Also, an associate's can pad your resume. Say you didn't do well in high school and you choose to go to community college and you do really well. Now you are more desirable to those universities or colleges that you otherwise would not have gotten into. 28% of associates holders do end up getting their bachelor's degree. My conclusion I agree with the author on everything he says. Today, college is extremely expensive, and people are going into debt, and it takes years to pay it off. A lot of people, 12 years. And sometimes they can't even get a degree, can't get a job in the field that they earned their degree in. This approach to me is relevant because this is the approach that I chose to take. I chose to get my associates, and down the road, if I decide to, I will get my bachelor's degree. But I will not have the debt that people that go to a 4-year degree school otherwise would. Thank you.